Hi guys, this is Millie Lytle. I'm at the beach. I'm at Brighton Beach, and actually I just finished having a snack, which is date and coconut logs. Delicious snack if you want to make a healthy, all-natural, no sugar added snack or dessert. You just take a date, take out the pit, and put in some inside the filling. You can add an almond or a Brazil nut, and then you roll the date in coconut, unsweetened coconut flakes, and that's what I did. So this is my fourth video, and it's starting to come to me what I'm going to be doing on this channel. So I really want to thank you, anybody who's liked me, subscribed me. Maybe the content or topic of the video channel of my news station is not clear, and I am defining it as I go along. As I mentioned in my introductory video, I've really been called to do this, and this is something that I've known that I should do for a while, but didn't know what the format was exactly. So I do know that I'm going to be eating and talking about eating healthy food and talking about how to eat, but I'm sure there's more to that, because I have a lot to share. I have a lot to share about how to be healthy, not just how to eat, but how to be healthy generally, starting with coming to the beach. Here I am, coming to the beach. It's about 52 degrees today, but it's sunny and beautiful. It's the day before the election. I feel like I'm in the eye of a storm, and the whole world is going crazy out there, and in my heart I know that everything is going to be okay, and even if whoever the selected winner is not my favorite person, or neither one of them are my favorite people, to be honest, but we're sending good energy to them and hoping that whoever's there can fulfill their duties as best to their abilities with good conscience and ethics that is representative of this changing world. And so politics is not really my business. Health is my business. My name is Millie Lytle again, and I want to thank you so much for tuning into this channel. I'm holding my phone today, so I hope it's not bouncing too much, and I'm shuffling cards in my right hand. Today I am working with the Earth Magic Oracle cards by Stephen D. Farmer. So Earth Magic, and Earth Magic is a beautiful deck. It's beautifully artistic. It's got beautiful paintings. The backside is really beautiful. It's a root and branch of a tree. And this is what naturopathic medicine is all about. We're always trying to find the root cause so that we can find the resolution to the symptoms that are appearing. Sometimes the symptoms that are appearing are not the causative factor, actually, oftentimes. Usually the causative factor happened a long time ago, or it could be ongoing. And the symptoms that are appearing that are bothering you are what we call the branch. And so this is a deck that's really a beautiful metaphor for all naturopathic medicine, or all healing that's holistic and natural. And basically what I'm going to do today is I'm going to pull a card, and I'm going to read the card, and I'm going to just maybe talk about what that means to me in terms of your health, and in terms of my health, and in terms of what I know about naturopathic medicine and nutrition and natural healing. And I've been a naturopathic doctor since 2002, and practicing nutrition that long, and even earlier, because I did my residency. And but it's just really been starting to get serious for me, the energy side of health and healing, and this channel is really following me along as I'm learning more about that. And I know it's my mission to show you all how to get healthy. If you're trying to get enlightened, or if you're trying to be more in tune, or more cognizant, or more aware, or more intuitive, or more psychic, then I know that there's a lot we can do in terms of our body, and cleaning our body, and how we eat, and what habits we engage in. And I think that this is I mean, I'm not a beginner in this at all, but I do think that this is becoming more clear to me, what we should do and what we need to do, especially if we are on a path or on a mission towards enlightenment, or whatever you want to call it. And so I got the card Rain, Purification. Purification. So what purification means to me is detox. And there are 5 or 6 organs of detoxification in the body. We always think of the liver. The liver is the workhorse of the body, so it metabolizes and detoxifies all of the waste product. It filters all of the blood, and from filtering the blood, then it makes so many decisions as to what to do with it. It makes bile, which is a detergent that breaks up fat. It makes cholesterol. It stores B vitamins. It stores vitamin A. It stores iron. It makes inflammatory markers. It cleans the blood, as I mentioned, and it engages in something called phase 1 and phase 2 detoxification, or phase 1, phase 2 metabolism, whereby it renders every chemical that we become exposed to. So that's all the chemicals that are on food, that are in food, even the vitamins that are in food, medications that we take, alcohol that we drink, caffeine, ibuprofen, and your Tylenol, or painkillers, any medications that you take at all. It's the liver that tears apart all those molecules. And actually the body wants to use the molecules for good as much as possible, but it also is a stress to the liver that it has to break them down, because the liver is actually doing work, and that process can damage liver cells and even inflame the liver in the process. And so that's why people get high liver enzymes, for instance, because their liver is being damaged by the process of detoxification. There's so much to detoxify. During phase 1 detoxification, the body's really making those chemicals even more dangerous by ripping them apart. And then in phase 2 detoxification, it's neutralizing them so that they can be packaged up and eliminated, and that would be called phase 3 detoxification. Now, detoxification, the kidneys also detoxify. They detoxify all the water-soluble materials. So, the kidneys make urine, and then the bladder relieves the body of excess water. And also there's solutes in there as well. Like there is calcium and potassium and magnesium and sodium, and there can be other things like protein and nitrates, which shouldn't be in urine, or sugar, which shouldn't be in urine, or bacteria, but they sometimes are if the kidney's not acting properly, or if we have an infection. So the kidney is very much an organ of detoxification, and we need to drink a lot of water in order to purify the kidney. And dark leafy greens and tart berries, cranberry, and also juniper berry, very good for the kidney. The colon as well. The colon, of course, eliminates our solid waste material. So after the liver is done processing and metabolizing and detoxifying all our solid waste, then it's up to the colon to eliminate it, and of course it eliminates it as poop, right? And if there's leftover poop in the system, if you're constipated, or if you miss a day, or if you don't have good bowel habits, if you don't take sitting on the toilet bowl seriously, then that wastewater can start to recirculate in your bloodstream, and then your lymphatic system has to deal with that. So not only does your red blood and white blood cells have to deal with that, but your lymphatic system have to deal with that as well. So your lymphatic system drains at the heart, and the lymph nodes, they get swollen when you have an infection. So they're constantly draining the head, draining the mouth, draining the ears, draining the neck, draining the breast and chest area. The throat, if you do get a sore throat or a tonsil infection, those lymph nodes tend to go up. But they can also go up in the groin area, because they also drain what's going on in your pelvis, and even, of course, they drain your blood that's coming up from your veins, going down through your arteries and up from your veins that are coming back to your body. So everything drains through the heart and the lymph. And trampolining and jumping and doing alternating hot and cold showers, and sweating, and that's really good for the lymphatic system, because it really gets it moving. When we think about being a sedentary person and just sitting around a lot, then there's a lot more than gaining weight to a sedentary lifestyle. It means your circulation is not moving fast. It means your heart never gets a chance to beat fast, and so then you never get a chance to autocorrect or self-regulate your heartbeat. What's more, of course, your body doesn't produce natural painkillers if you don't exercise. When you exercise, your body produces natural painkillers, enkephalins, endorphins, oxytocin, so that you can recover, so that you can get that runner's high, so that you can feel euphoria, so that you can feel heightened joy, excitement, feeling alive, right? That's the feeling of exercising, or also the feeling of orgasming. And so you can't be sedentary really and do that. Well, you can be, but it's better if you're not. And the skin is the biggest organ of the body. It's a living, breathing organ. It's fed supply of blood, and it carries back waste, and it also absorbs chemicals from the environment, as well as we sweat out waste product as well. And so the more water we're drinking, the more we're sweating, the more the skin is detoxifying. And there's so many conditions that the skin expresses, whether it's eczema or psoriasis or acne, that are really just a mirror of what's going on inside the body, particularly in the digestive tract and the large intestine. So when I think of purification, this card says rain, but I'm thinking about all the organs of elimination. I'm thinking about the lungs. The lungs eliminate carbon dioxide and waste gases that we don't need, right? That actually the trees do need in order to grow. So this is the beautiful cycle of life, is that the trees produce oxygen through photosynthesis and clean the air, and we need that oxygen, so we can breathe in that oxygen that the trees and the plants, even put a house plant in your apartment, in your house, make sure that you have some, because it freshens the air. Or ionizing salt lamps, they ionize the air as well, and so then you're getting new minerals, new charges, breaking down your EMF through the electromagnetic fields and such. And so we're living in the environment, we're living with nature, and we really want to bring as much nature inside of our house as possible, and we also want to bring ourselves outside to nature in order to purify and really come into contact with foods that are helping our body eliminate and purify and detoxify, and not only gunking up our system with white bread and sugar and meat and cheese and dairy and all these inflammatory foods that really cause a lot of problems. Fast food, how does the liver or the body break down those foods exactly? It's very difficult and very, very inefficient. So not only do those foods cause weight gain and high blood pressure because of salt, they also just cause lack of health. They cause lack of vitality. They cause fatigue. So when we're eating foods that purify our body and help us with detoxification, like fresh foods and bitter foods and sour foods and lemon water and arugula salads and all the broccoli family vegetables, cauliflower and broccoli and bok choy and Brussels sprouts and kimchi and sauerkraut, the sauerkraut that's in the fridge, not on the shelf, because you want the stuff with probiotics and good bacteria in it. When we're eating all of those foods and drinking lots of water, then we're really allowing our system to work properly and work healthy and be as healthy as you can. And really that's what it's about. Purification, your body's purifying every day. Every night that it sleeps, so you're breathing deeply, you're breathing out excess carbon dioxide, you're breathing in excess oxygen. So you really want your room to be fresh, have fresh air. And I don't mean Febreze or any perfumes. I mean you want it to be fresh from plants being in there, so that you're really breathing fresh air or an open window, so that your body can work optimally, so that there's not a whole lot of obstacles keeping it from being healthy. So that's the meditation for today. That's this channel is called Eating for Meaning, but it's really living for meaning. It's a whole lot more than just eating. And so but we will be going back to eating very soon. And I want to thank you for liking and subscribing to my channel, and I want to thank you for tuning in today. Please do share it with anybody who you think might be interested. Again, my name is Millie Lytle. I'm here in Brooklyn, New York. I love coming to Brighton Beach. It's one of my favorite places to come. And I'm passionate about health, and even more these days in these changing times, as some astrologers have been known to say, in these dramatically and drastically changing times, it's really more important that we tune into ourselves and become aware of what's going on in our internal environment and our internal body, because this really impacts our mind and how we're thinking and how we're affecting others, because we're just one. We're just part of the universe, and we're just part of either a greater, healthier planet moving forward, or we're contributing to the problem. We're part of an unhealthy human community moving forward. And we really want to be part of a healthier earth and a healthier planet and a healthier population, and that really starts with you. So thank you so much for tuning in today, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye.